Hello, welcome back. Vlog number 2. You're joining me on this session. I'm on my club lake. It's just a park lake, club lake in Bedfordshire, with a night syndicate of 100. And that sounds a lot, but they've probably got about 600 members. So yeah, there's not an awful lot of swims. I think there's 18 swims on here. It is absolutely baking hot. It's Tuesday today. I'm down here for 4 nights. As long as they don't start spawning. If they do start spawning, I'll be gone doing the off ski. Like I said, I'm not going to name the water. It is well known. A lot of you will probably recognise it. It's where I had my PB from, £41 8-ounce mirror. I've had a PB catfish out of here as well, £78. Cats in there go up to 110. There's one main fish in here that I'm after. It's called the Italian, but a friend of mine had that out a week and a half ago, Joe Foster. Again, he's had it 3 times now. So I'm just down here to get through the numbers. There's a couple of other fish I want. Scar, Sid, a couple of 30s. So yeah, I've come into swim number 1. Yes, it's nearest to the car park, but that's not the reason. It's the shallowest part of the lake. The lake's averaging about 20 to 25 foot deep, apart from the shallow end. From here to the point swim on opposite side, I could probably walk across it if it wasn't for the silt. So I'll quickly pan you around. So that's what I've got for this session. All the gear's still on the barra. So let me get set up, let me get the house up, let me get the rods out, get the baiting out. Have a few of these. No, I only have one a day. I'm here to fish, not to drink, but a cold one's nice. So yeah, I'll get back to you later on. Well, I've finally got the house up, got the rods out. I'll show you where I'm fishing actually. So I've got one on a PVA bag, literally just about there. And I've got 2 on the spot, just out there with about 20 spoms of monster particle and P-fish, which is a test bait from Mad Baits. Let's see how we go. Night's drawing in already. The rods are out in the water. And then there's the house. It's all down to the carp gods now. Good morning. It's a little bit dark. It's about 4 o'clock now. I've been up for about half an hour. Get up at 3:30. And guess what? We have one in the net. So as soon as it gets a bit more lighter, we get it out and we'll have a look. I'll see you there. So here we go. It's only a little stocky, but it's only the first night. It shows me the spot's working. But gorgeous looking little mirror. It's only £8, but it's the future of the club. There we go. That went off about 3:45 this morning on a P-fish pop-up over the monster particle and the P-fish free offerings. Just get the other side and see what that looks like. There we go, and there's the other side. Right, let's get her back and see what else we can produce. Well, I've just put that little 8-pound stocky back, sat down, rolled myself a cigarette, didn't even get time to light it up, and the rod was away. I've got a mid-20 common, but while I've got the rig in quickly, I'm going to show you what I'm using. That's test bait, that's a P-fish, that's a pop-up. Goes onto size 4 hook, which is the All Faithful Ronnie rig. Now I come across these from a company, Bank Tackle and Dips. Rather than using putty, when you tie your rig, you slide them on the line and they pull down over the knot. That's a tungsten sinker. That sinks ever so slow. I thought it was actually zigging when I was trying it in the margins, but it was really going down slow, really slow. Couldn't have done it any better. And that's going on to a lead clip system. I'm dropping a lead every time. It is weedy out there, really weedy. That fish took me in about 5 different weed beds. Now normally I use lead core, but I had tungsten tubing on because I was at East Delft last week and I thought, you know what, I've never seen anyone using tubing in here. I'm going to give it a go. It seems to be paying off. So that is my setup. That's what's doing the business. Both fish come on this rod. I have got 2 on the spot, but it's the left-hand rod that goes every time. So, do I keep that right-hand rod where it is? Yeah, I'm going to keep it there. It's a clear spot. Right, I'm going to get this wrapped up, get it back out. The fish is in the sling. I'm going to get that out and have a look. See you in a bit. Well, it's up on the scales. Let's have a look. $22. I'll take that. Well, here we go. £22 common. Caught off of the same spot. This is absolutely solid. It's like a brick. There she is. Like I said, caught on the P-fish waft pop-up from Mad Baits. Let's get the other side, shall we? Sorry mate, I'm talking to the camera. I wasn't ignoring you.
That's all right, no, we realise. Are you going to put it back in?
Yeah.
Look at this. What fish is that?
That's a common carp. Come and touch it if you want. There we go. There's the other side. Got some members of the public just come over to have a look. Not bad, is it?
It's unbelievable.
God, I can see the steam coming off of you. Right, let's get her back.
The size of that thing in there.
That's what we sit here all day waiting for. Check that mouth.
I can't believe the size of this thing in this pond. What's that? What's that? What's that?
Medication.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you cut yourself, you treat it. Where the hook goes in, we treat it. Don't know if you caught that. Just putting a bit of medication in there. Mouth on the hook hold there, guys.
That's
Yeah, like I said, it's a park lake. The footpath is literally right behind me. Father and his son out jogging. Never seen a fish that big. But they want to get into carp fishing then, don't they? There we go. Right, let's send her back home. Yes. So I've just reeled the rods in for a while. I'm going to put some spod mix out. Leave the rods in for a while, let the swim rest. Let's get a couple of spoms out. Right, so as of yet, there's nothing else to really report. It's really baking out here today. Luckily I'm in the shade at the moment. Gonna leave the rods out for a while. Fish are up on the surface. Not gonna fish for them while they're up there. I do enjoy catching them off the bottom. So, I'll get back to you later on when I'm putting the rods out. So, I need to make up a bit more spod mix. I thought, show you guys what I'm doing. Nothing spectacular. inside this bucket, that is just a particle mix from Monster Particle. There's maize in there, sweet corn in there, peas, bit of hemp, and that's direct from Monster Particle as it comes, nothing added at this point. And then this is from Mad Baits, it's 12mm, it's test bait, it's a pea fish. So there's 5 kilos of the Monster Particle. This is just 12mm pea fish, freezer bait. Smells absolutely banging. The fish love this stuff. It's ripping up everywhere at the moment apparently. I've had some good success on it. A couple of handfuls into there, not too many. 2, 3 scoops into there. So that's probably about 1 kilo of boilie in there. And just get my hands in there, give that a mix up, get right down to the bottom so the boilie is at the bottom, so it's all the way through. You don't want to mix it up just on top, otherwise as the bucket goes down you'll have no boilie in it. And then you'd be putting in more boilie, and before you know it, you've got way too much boilie out in the lake. Don't get me wrong, I will put 5 kilo of boilie out in the lake if they're up for it. They've just spawned recently, so I'm using the Monster Particle to try and help hold them there. That's that done, that's mixed up. There's that much in there that you can't really see the boilie, but they're in there. There you go, there's a few come on the camera. And then I'll just add a bit of pea fish glug. That's nearly empty, there's about 1/4 in there as you can see. I'll dash a whole lot in there. Put a bit of water in there, wash it out, why not? Get that in there as well. And just give that a good mix up. Then all I'm going to do is add a bit of lake water to that. Again, just give it a little mix. And that is basically it. I'll just put the lid on it and leave it. Helps soften the boilies up the water. Makes them more digestible for the fish to eat. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. Well, welcome back. It's time to get the rods out. Let's have a go. Putting this one out on a PVA bag. That's got the pea fish pellet and a pea fish wafter in there. first one out. Fishing at 16.5 wraps, so it's not too far. Second one. We're fishing again. I'm just going to settle the line down, get the bobbins on. I'll get back to you if anything happens. You're joining me now as we go into the evening of the second night. All 3 rods are out. I have seen fish over the area. Subtle ones, whether they might be tench, might be bream, feeding on the monster particle, but we're hopeful. If I catch anything through the night or early morning, I'll see it'll all be on the camera. So hope to see you again soon. Well, good morning. Early good morning. The time is, where's my phone? Yeah. (2:15). And I've just had another one, just been woken up. So it's sitting in the net at the moment. I'm going to transfer it over to the sling. But don't know if you can see that, can you? Yeah. So then there's another common. Oh, these commons, they're becoming too bloody common. All right, I'm gonna get this in the sling. It absolutely, it was a middle rod that went this time, and it absolutely destroyed my left-hand rod. So I've got a whole reel just stripped down, put new line back on there, because I can't cast that out. I've got a rig to make up for the other rod. So yeah, daylight will probably be here before I get this done. So, if I don't see you before, I'll see you when I've got the fish on the mat. Good morning. We've got the fish up on the scales. One that I caught early hours of the morning. I think, was it 2 o'clock? £14.5. I read that, about £14.5. This one's really mad. It's been in the sling for about 4 hours. It's only a little, and it's £14. beat me up getting it in. Completely took another rod out. I've had to strip all the line off the spool, re-spool it up. Want one of the big mirrors in here, that's what I want. Don't get me wrong, I'm well happy catching. It's not an easy water. Don't get me wrong, you can come down here sometimes, you can do a 4-night session and you can't not catch nothing. He's angry, definitely angry. There you go. So nice to be catching though. I have spent plenty of 4-night sessions on here and blanked. I think a lot of it might be the test bait, the old pea fish. It's smashing up from everywhere. That's got a really funny marking just above the anal fin. There's like a water mark. It's got no scales there. It'll be just above my fingers by the anal fin. There we go. Let's get back. Time for a coffee, I think. So, what I have noticed is when I'm uploading to YouTube, I've been uploading on the wrong thing. I've been uploading it's suitable for children, and when you do that, it eliminates the comments. So sorry guys, next time when I upload this one, you will be able to leave comments if you want. A few keyboard warriors out there, I'm sure there's going to be a few. Do what you want, I'm going to ignore you anyway. If you haven't got a life and you want to be bullies, you crack on. Me, I'm enjoying life. So anyway, it's the second morning. I've had 3 fish. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I think my next session I'll probably be down here as well. So that'll be 4 days after I finish here, go to work. Then I'll be coming back down for 4. Then after that I think I'm going to go to a day ticket venue somewhere, change it up a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to have a coffee. I'll get back to you all later. Well, I've had another one. Another little common. What did it weigh? 15?
15, yeah. Ounces.
15 tonne, that's got a leech on it, look. I think I've had a leech on it now. Another one there. Oh. Lovely colours in here though, aren't they? Look.
It's a lovely looking fish, isn't it? And the leeches are lovely looking.
How can I have leeches on it now? It's not here. So I've really got the spot going now. Second morning, 4 fish, loving life.
It's a lovely looking fish,
Nice and bronzy colour, isn't it?
isn't it? Yeah.
So this is a little bonus one, a bit of a surprise. I'm still getting liners on the other rods. Like I said, it's only £15. Just want one of them 30s, either today or tomorrow. I'll be happy.
Only one of them.
Yeah, I don't want to be greedy, John.
What, are you going to leave one for me then?
You couldn't catch a tadpole.
Oh, I've caught a couple yesterday down here.
Right, let's get it back.
Well, that's not much bigger than a tadpole.
Bigger than what you've caught.
It is.
Yes. Oh, good afternoon, people. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, obviously. The rods have been reeled in now for about 2.5 hours. Reeled in about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Just trying to make things a little bit more comfortable. I put some AstroTurf down because underneath this, the lake was flooded and it came right up here. So this is all silt and I'm fed up with the smell. Well, it's about 3 o'clock now. It's day 2. Rods are still in. So I'm just about to spum. Get ready for the night ahead. I like to get it done real early. You see everyone else on here spumming about 5, 6 o'clock. My spumming's already done. So what fish I scare away, I hope when they start spumming, it draws them back. My spumming's done. So let's get a few spums out. I'm not going to video me spumming all out. I'm going to put the rest of this bucket out. There's probably about another 30 spums to go out there. So I'll catch you in a bit when I'm putting the rods back out. Hello, it's 6:30 now. It's time to get the rods out. I've had a sleep and all. I don't think it was because I was tired, it was because of the heat. Changed the rigs up a little bit. So on this rod, still staying with the Ronnie rig, done a Snowman. That's one of the Skins hard hookers, 15mm for the bottom, P-fish, and then P-fish pop up. And believe it or not, that is actually holding that hard Skins hooker up as a Ronnie rig should sit. The pop-ups from Mad Baits, they're amazing. They could hold up a house. This was the PVA bag rig. I've now changed it. I got a choddy on there with a Panademic pink. They actually stink like pepperami. So we're going to give that one a go. Hopefully I don't get one of the cats on it. If I do, that'll be fun. And on this one, all I've done is I've dropped the size of the pop-up and just added a little bit of pop-up corn on there. Just to match, that's the same size as the Free Offerings and the boilie in the mix that I'm putting out. So let's whiz these three out there and see how we go. On the money. Alright. I'm just going to wait for the line to settle and I'm going to get the bobbins on. I'll see you in a bit. We're fishing. So this is the swim that I'm actually in. Lake goes all the way up there. The actual swim is there, obviously with that bench right behind her, so that's why we hide around here. Well, good morning. It's about 7:30 now in the morning. Not a lot happened last night, I'm afraid. I got a good night's sleep. The cats were very, very active out here all night, tail slapping, everything. Whether that was part of it, I don't know. Coots keep diving on me, keep picking up the rigs, so I know they're fishing. There's bait out there, otherwise the coots wouldn't be diving. I'm not going to put any more spoms out there today. If they haven't moved in, if I haven't caught nothing, as far as I'm concerned, the bait's still there. So yeah, I'm not going to top that up. I'm going to give it until 10:30, 11 o'clock. Then I'm going to probably reel in the rods. Going to go for a walk around the lake, see if there's an opportunity here that I'm missing, as I've been in this swim since I got in here, because I was catching. No point moving. If you're catching, you're on them. But yeah, it looks like they might have moved off. There's probably 2 more areas on the lake that would interest me. One is in the swim opposite, which is the point, which I believe that guy's going home today. And then there's a swim down the far end that fishes to a snag line. That can be productive. And a good friend of mine, Charlie, who's fishing up in 6, that fishes over to a snag line. He had 4 last night, and he only does overnighters, then goes to work the following day. So that could be worth a look. Yeah, the creeks are diving on me now. So like I said, I'm going to leave them out till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. If I get anything, I'll get the camera back on and show you guys what I've caught. Well, I've wound in the rods now. They're up here. The sun's at its hottest. It's at the highest point in the sky. So I'm going to get Polaroids out. I'm going to go for a walk around the lake, see if there's any opportunities. If there is, come back here, grab a rod, just go chase it. If not, creeks are still diving on my spot. If not, I'll just do the final night in this swim and hope something turns back up. Right, I'll catch you all in a bit. Well, here we go, into the last evening. It's the 4th night. I've just put the rods back out. The time is now 6:30. It's fizzing over the spot already, but I think that's tench. Yeah, so the rods have been out of the water now for 6-7 hours. You'll all remember today is Friday. What a scorcher. So yeah. Hopefully I can interrupt you all later on with another carping in the sling or something. Right, I'll catch you all later.
Don't look at it. No, go on.
Well guys, I'd literally just fallen asleep and my middle rod screamed off. Something a little bit special. Not quite as big as I was thinking. Again, taking on the pea fish. It's a bit lively, it's been in the sling for about 20 minutes. Pretty much leather. There it is. Took me through about 3 different weed beds. Just kept steady pressure on it, come through nicely. Let's get the other side. Because of the amount of particle I'm putting out there as well, I'm just tipping. They'll pop up with a small pop-up flake bit of corn. The earliest one I've caught so far. The other one the other night was 2 in the morning. This one's come at midnight. Right, let's get it back. Well, as you can tell, I'm at home. I decided to do the outro at home. Pure reason is I packed up early this morning to try and beat the rain. So a little recap, what happened last night. I caught that leather at midnight. I give a mate a call. He came down to do the photographs for me. You would have seen him on the last vlog. That was Sean Durrell. So anyway, thank you very much for doing that, Sean. I know it was midnight and you come from home, but hey. So what happened? Well, it was in the sling. Sean came down, we'd done the photos, done a couple of water shots, and then we, as always, released the fish. And we sat down at the bivvy, put the kettle on to have a cup of coffee. As soon as I put the kettle on, middle rod was away again. It was the same rod I just had the leather on. It was on a recast in the night. Landed lovely, hit the clip lovely. I was well happy with it. Anyway, it screamed off. Sean turns around and goes, "That'll be a bite then." Pure one toner. We have to start trying to get these bites on camera, but that ain't easy because you don't know when they're going to happen. So I jumped in the waders, run out in the lake, grabbed the rod, had it on for about 10 minutes or so. I turned around and shouted at Sean. I said, "Sean, video it." So he picked up the video, don't know how to use it. Unfortunately, all he managed to do was take a photo. But hey, at least he tried. So anyway, I had it on for about 10 minutes, went through 3 different weed beds, managed to get it through all of them, went into a 4th one, found zebra mussels, cut me off, gutted. Felt like the biggest fish, clutch was up tight and it was still taking line. I couldn't stop it. It definitely wasn't a catfish. So, felt pretty wounded, stood out in the water for a couple of minutes. Sean went absolutely silent, he didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do or anything, felt for him. But hey, I had 5 fish, so I can't complain. You're going to lose 1 or 2, it's nature of the game, isn't it? So anyway, moving forward a little bit, I've got a bit of an idea I want to try and do. I know I haven't got many subscribers and I know I've not been doing this for too long, but I want to try and do some socials with my subscribers, get to know them. Obviously, you're following me, you're helping me out. Let's do something and give it back. So, if you want to go to a day ticket water, or if you've got a club water that you can do a guestie on, because I can't at my one, they won't let me, they're tight sods. Give us a message and we'll get it together. If you're liking the videos, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, subscribe. Right, my next session is going to be back on the club water. Then after that, I'm maybe thinking about going to a day ticket. I've got 2 in mind. One is Albans Lakes, and the other one's going to be Farlows. Not sure which one yet, either. But we'll see what happens between now and then. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll see you next time around. Take care. Tight lines.